the early 1800s, these fields were part of a slave plantation. The famous slave, Dred Scott, whose petition for personal freedom captured the attention of the Supreme Court, lived and labored here. His wife is believed buried here in this slave cemetery. Selected as a school for African Americans in 1895, this estate consisted of land, slave cabins, and a dilapidated manor house. From this humble beginning, God has used the consecrated ministry of Oakwood College to educate, train, and inspire young men and women for more than 100 years. Three decades after emancipation, African Americans in the South were still deprived of equal participation in the economic, social, and political life of their communities. For more than 2 decades, God had impressed Ellen White with the great need and potential of people of color in the South. Ellen was convinced that the church had an obligation to preach the gospel and to provide educational opportunities for them.
There are many, many places in the South in which no earnest Christian effort has been made for the colored people. These unentered fields in their unsightly barrenness stand before heaven against the unfaithfulness of those who have had great light.
In 1893, Ellen White supported her son Edson in building the Morning Star steamer that sailed 1,500 miles down the Mississippi River to Vicksburg, Mississippi. Edson and his assistants preached the gospel and started school for people of color. Their mission was dangerous. Each day brought fresh challenges and difficulties. Yet, the seed sown was blessed of God and bore abundant fruit. In 1895, Edson White also established the Southern Missionary Society to foster the work among African Americans in the South. It later became the framework for the 3 regional conferences in the Southern Union. The Gospel Herald, first published on board the Morning Star, was a forerunner of the Message magazine. Ellen White's vision of an educational training center for African American young people was finally realized in 1895. General Conference leaders G.A. Irwin, O.A. Olson, and Harmon Lindsay purchased the former Beasley estate, just outside of Huntsville, Alabama. Named for its beautiful oak trees, Oakwood Industrial School opened November 16, 1896, with 4 teachers and 16 students.
In regard to this school at Huntsville, I wish to say that for the past 2 or 3 years, I have been receiving instruction regarding it, what it should be, and what those who come here as students are to become.
This new school soon played a key role in the growth of the African American constituency in the Southern Union and throughout the country.
One of the strengths of Oakwood College was a godly faculty, men who lived what they were trying to teach us. The curriculum for the training of ministers, we actually left here prepared doctrinally, in terms of substance. We were taught how to be persuasive. We were taught the importance of visitation and dealing with people where they were, rather than confining ourselves to pulpits and preaching at the people that we did not understand.
A wave of student literature evangelists from Oakwood College witnessed, gave Bible studies, and flooded the South with tracts, magazines, and books. Many became ministers, Bible workers, and church school teachers. More than 90% of Seventh-day Adventist African American workers received all or part of their training at Oakwood College.
No one could dream unless it was the prophet who stood on these grounds and indicated that this school should be put here. And she didn't go any further. So there's no evidence that anybody dreamed that it would become influential worldwide with a multiracial, multinational faculty with students from 17 or 18 countries coming here. The city fathers are amazed at what has happened on this campus, and Oakwood has a very positive influence out there.
As Oakwood graduated from a junior college to a senior college, its influence on the church's African American constituency was increasingly felt in administration, evangelism, education, medicine, public service, and even the armed forces.
Oakwood College, as do so many of the schools of the prophets, makes a number of significant contributions to society, to the world. And now I'm paraphrasing the book Education by Ellen White. Oakwood, first of all, contributes by serving as a barrier against widespreading corruption. When you think of the backgrounds of so many of the African American students coming out of inner city surroundings, Oakwood is an oasis in the desert. I know it was for me. Secondly, Oakwood promotes the mental, physical, and spiritual welfare of young people. And by spiritual welfare, it prepares you not only for this earth, but for life in the world to come. Third, Oakwood provides prosperity to the nation and to the world by furnishing it with people who are qualified to act with the fear of God as leaders and counselors. In my responsibility as Navy Chief of Chaplains, I advise the Secretary of the Navy, the Chief of Naval Operations, the Commandants of the Marine Corps, and the Coast Guard. Oakwood prepared me to do that with competence.
Oakwood College has entered its second century of existence. Today's beautiful and spacious campus features carefully maintained historical structures and modern buildings, including the recently constructed Business and Technology Complex. The Ellen G. White Estate Oakwood Branch Office provides a research facility for the Adventist constituency of the Southern Union. The Leadership Education for the Adult Professional Degree Program serves as an innovative opportunity for working adults over the age of 25 to receive a college degree. Oakwood College today is technologically driven and is included in the U.S. News and World Report's list of America's best colleges. Computer labs and equipment provide training and the infrastructure necessary to ensure state-of-the-art technology in the classroom and throughout the campus. Students are engaged in areas of research, internships, work opportunities, and exchange programs partnering with corporations and agencies, such as NASA, Marshall Space Flight Center. New generations of Oakwood College alumni continue to serve their communities and churches to the glory of God.
Our students, whatever field they go into, they seem to do well when they go to advanced levels of education. And when it comes to the job market, our graduates are very, very popular because, you know, around here we teach the Ten Commandments. And a businessman certainly wants somebody who's handling his cash, to be honest, or at least been trained to it, honestly. But it is a fact of record that Oakwood College students fare well in the secular society and are less likely to encounter certain difficulties that some other people with some other habits have, because we teach them temperance, we teach them not to smoke, we teach them not to drink, we teach them individual responsibility, and all of that is at a premium now in today's world.
There has been laid a foundation that will be as enduring as eternity. And yet, all the work that has been done is only a beginning.
Through its ongoing pursuit of the vision of its founders, Oakwood College remains a brilliant gem of service in the institutional mosaic of the Seventh-day Adventist Church.
The Morning Star steamer has long vanished. However, the bell that announced its arrival in the Mississippi River many years ago is preserved to this day on the campus of Oakwood College. This bell symbolizes the mission of this great institution: education, excellence, eternity.
Oakwood College is a testament to the dedication of black and white pioneers throughout the world and of the explosive transforming power of the gospel of Jesus Christ.